Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Now today's video is one that I didn't know I was going to be making until I received a DM from a friend of mine, a family friend of mine, talking about how she's been trying to conceive for well over a year now and how she's been finding it very difficult to cope with all of her emotions all over the place. And she asked me, Alma, please can you do a video on this kind of topic, coping while trying to conceive? And I told her I would be glad to do that, obviously citing my experiences in this video as well. So that's basically what this video is going to be about. It's basically Alma's take on coping while trying to conceive. Now, if this is something that you would be interested in, then please keep on watching.
I've been waiting all night.
Now, like I said earlier, this video is going to be basically my own experience, basically how I have coped while trying to conceive, using my experiences as an example. This is in no way me being an expert or a speaker on TTC issues or anything like that. No, I'm just speaking out of my own experience as a TTC mom, okay? And I have a very strong feeling that this video would help one or two mommies out there or moms to be out there who are also TTCing, right? Okay, now let's get into it. As per usual, I have my points jotted down in my phone, so I'll be looking down every now and again. But the very first thing I would say is, as difficult as it sounds, see, this is the most cliche thing anybody can tell you when you're trying to conceive, but it is what works the most, in my opinion, and that is removing your mind from it. Like, I know that it's not realistic to say remove your mind from it completely. No, it would always be at the back of your mind somehow, but see, remove hey God, remove your mind from it. All right, that is the biggest advice that I can give to anybody who is trying to conceive, because the more you dwell on it every single day, the worse you are going to be. It makes no sense worrying over something that you have absolutely no control over. You have no control over it. So worrying about it every single day or every single moment of every single day does not make it better, does not make you feel better. So why worry? Stressing over it does nothing but add more stress to your life. And when you have stress in your life, it shows on your face, it shows all over you. Anybody that sees you will know that you're stressed. They may not really know exactly what you're stressing about, but when you are worried about something, it shows. It shows on your face. So the very first thing I would tell you, to be very honest with you, in fact, if this is the only thing that you will do, is stop worrying, stop stressing, take your mind off it. And how do you take your mind off it? That brings me to my next point. It is by finding new things to do, new interests, new hobbies, making new friends, having a new routine. Just bringing something new into your life would help you not think about it all the time. Get other things doing. If you have a 9-to-5 job, invest your time and devotion into your job. If you have a business, invest your time into your business. Find new ways to grow your business, new things to do in your business. Put more effort and more time into your business. If you are a content creator like me, create more content. Spend more time in getting creative and coming up with new ideas for your job. Find new hobbies. If you didn't like going to the gym before, start going to the gym. Find new things to do. Hang out with friends if you can. Hang out with people that make you happy. Do things that make you happy to take your mind away from the fact that, behind closed doors, you are trying to conceive. Plan something out of the ordinary. Throw a party if you have to. Plan a trip if you have to. Do things that will make you take your mind away from trying to conceive. If you cannot travel, or if you cannot go on a holiday or a vacation, go on a staycation. You and your husband, do something. Invest more time to just doing new things that you normally would not do, instead of staying at home and brooding and worrying about the same thing over and over again. Do something new. Make yourself happy. Which brings me to my next point. Prioritize yourself. Like, you guys know this, but I can be very selfish. Okay, not in a bad way, right? But I can be very selfish. In other words, I love to make myself happy. I love to do things for myself. Okay, prioritize yourself. Self-care is very important. Adopt a new skincare routine if you want to. Go to the spa more regularly if you want to. Get a massage done. Go on a staycation. Buy that new dress that you love so much. Make yourself happy. Prioritize yourself. Why? Because you too, you are important. even before bringing a child into this world, you are important. You are on your own as a woman. You are an important individual. So prioritize yourself, set new goals, okay? Achieve new things other than having a baby or having kids. Set new goals. Is it to start a new degree in school online? Is it to set up a business? Like, challenge yourself, set a new goal for yourself, and put your time and energy into something else, right? In fact, this one, tire yourself out, okay? Have a routine every day. By so and so time, this is what I do. I do this, I do that, I do this. Tire yourself out to the point that at the end of the day, you are too tired to even be thinking about having kids or trying to conceive, and all you want to do is to sleep. Okay, tire yourself out. Have a routine that tires you out at the end of the day, that you don't even have the time to think about it. Next up, if it gets too overwhelming, talk to somebody. I know that even saying all of this now, there are some people who would still think about it. You're a human being, it's human nature, okay? But if it gets too overwhelming for you, talk to somebody. You can start from your spouse or your partner. Talk to your spouse or your partner about it, because whether you like it or not, your spouse or your partner is going through it as well. Forget that your spouse or your partner is a man. You feel like you're not worried, you're not bothered, you don't care. It's a lie. It affects men as much as it affects women, just so you know. Your partners just find a way to mask it just so that they are trying to stay stronger for you, not because it doesn't bother them or not because it does not worry them. It worries them. Every month you see your period and you're upset, and you tell maybe your husband or your partner, and they tell you, don't worry, next month we try again, and you think they're not concerned. They're actually concerned, but they're putting up that wall just so that they can be stronger for you, okay? So never ever think that your spouse is not concerned or they don't care. They actually do care. It affects them a lot, trust me. Talk to your spouse, talk to your parents if your parents are supportive, you know? Talk to your parents, talk to your siblings if you have supportive siblings. Talk to your one or two close friends who know what you're going through, because they always say that a problem talked about is half solved. A problem shared is half solved. Instead of, you know, brooding on your own and taking up all of those emotions on your own and suffering alone in silence, talk to somebody that you trust. It could even be a therapist if that's your thing. You can actually talk to a therapist about it. I hear that therapy helps a lot. I have never ever done therapy in my life, to be honest, but I hear that it helps a lot. Just talk to somebody that you trust if and when it gets overwhelming. All right, never ever deal with TTCing alone. It's not an alone thing. It's not just you trying to have a child, it's you and somebody else. So never ever deal with that feeling on your own. Next up, and very, very importantly, minimize social media if you have to, especially when it reminds you of your journey. It's very easy to go on Instagram or TikTok and see pregnancy news, pregnancy announcements. Maybe that friend that just got married this year is already expecting. Minimize social media if you have to. If you don't have to go on social media, do not go on social media. I'd rather you open your laptop or go on your TV and watch Netflix, right, than consume Instagram and consume TikTok and even YouTube with all of this news that may trigger something. Now, that is not me saying that you should not be happy for those who have their own miracles, who have their own testimonies. Be happy for them, okay? Rejoice with them. But at the same time, don't over-consume. Aside people that you know sharing their news, Instagram has a way of, you know, showing you different things on your explore page and all of that. And the way Instagram works, you could have just viewed a random baby or pregnancy announcement on your reels while scrolling, and if you make the mistake to just like that post, that's it. That is all Instagram will be recommending to you. So minimize your social media intake. All right, if it triggers you, just minimize it. It helps a lot as well. Next up, and this one is super duper important, especially for couples, okay? Married couples only. Start enjoying the act of sex, okay? Stop seeing sex as a means to an end, or this sex we're having right now has to end up with me pregnant. It has to. Stop thinking about conception every single time you are getting down with your partner, because that can end up in disappointment when it does not happen, okay? Start enjoying the act of it. Start having fun with it. Start being spontaneous with it, right? The moment you take your mind off the conception part of it, trust me, you're good. Especially when it comes to that 2-week wait, right? That time when you've had sex during your ovulation period and you're waiting for that 2 weeks before your period is supposed to come, hoping that your period does not come. It can be, that wait can be daunting, can be horrible, can be crazy. And then when it does not happen, it's like you're back to square one. So enjoy the act of it. Just enjoy spending time with your partner and take your mind off this thing we are doing. Let's say end the pregnancy. No. If you eventually do have sex with your partner during your ovulation, that 2-week wait that you're waiting to actually see those 2 lines on a positive pregnancy test, spend that 2 weeks doing other things. Don't spend that 2 weeks waiting and hoping every single day. Hey, no. Like, spend that 2 weeks doing something else and just enjoy your partner. Spend that 2 weeks going on dates, going on movie dates, doing different things, eating out. Forget totally about the fact that, hey, on this date we had sex, so on this date I'm hoping I see a positive pregnancy test. My own experiences, you guys know the gist already at this point. With regards to this pregnancy, I took my mind completely off it. Like, see, I got tired of worrying about it, because worrying about it was not helping me, was not making me feel better in any way. So I took my mind completely off it. I began to enjoy my partner and enjoy the act of sex with my partner without hoping that it ended up in conception. I spent more time with my partner talking about different things, communicating, doing things. I had a new routine. I started doing things that I loved. You guys would have seen. I started traveling, enjoying my life. Those were all things that I was also trying to do. People would have been seeing, it's like, Alma just likes the enjoyment. Alma likes, but I was dealing with my own things, okay? I was dealing with my own and I knew that, look, for me to be able to move forward in my life, I have to do other things with my life aside waiting to just have a baby, So you guys would have seen I started going on trips more, not because I'm so rich or I have all that money in the world, but I prioritize myself, all right, and my mental health, okay? When things got overwhelming for me, I spoke to my sister. My sister was a person that I would always talk to, right? Because she's also a very good confidant of mine. I would talk to my sister or talk to my husband. I formed new friendships. I made new friends, hung out a lot more with my new friends. I involved myself in other activities to take my mind off things. But behind closed doors, I had a battle I was fighting, right? But I was trying to do things to make myself happy, which I eventually did. And if I did not tell you, you would not know that I was CTCing, because I was busy, man. Okay, I was busy. I was booked and busy. I was investing my time in my craft, in my creativity, on my YouTube channel, my Instagram, my TikTok. I was busy. I was trying as much as I could to just be busy and to just be happy. And when I did not expect it is when it happened. When I had plenty more enjoyment planned for my life is when it happened. So just take me as an example. I mean, I know that with regards to conceiving, I didn't try to conceive immediately after I gave birth to Mia Rose, right? That was not the case. I know that for the first 2 years after giving birth to Mia, I was not interested in having a second child for the first 2 years. I think I only got interested and trying to conceive maybe when Mia turned 3, right? Yeah. So before Mia turned 3, trust me, I wasn't looking to get pregnant. But the moment I was now ready, in quotes, it wasn't happening. So that's basically all I have for you guys in this video, and I really hope that this helps someone out there watching me right now, including you, my darling, who asked me to do this video. I hope it helps you, because to be honest, these are the things that I did that I feel helped me cope better with trying to conceive. All right, guys, let me know in the comments what you think about this video. Did you guys enjoy watching? And if you have any other points that you may want to add for a TTC mom or a TTC mom to be, leave it in the comments, and I hope that they see the comment as well. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.
I'm trying to find a way to get you out my head. Don't know how to cope with